Today I'm going to show you how we got a skincare brand email marketing to perform at the top 1% of the competition. This means that every email that we send has a 6 times higher conversion rate than any other skincare brand and generates twice the sales. So this is like the equivalent of having winning ads but for email. I will show you the actual emails in a moment. And the typical approach skincare brands and honestly most e-commerce brands have with email marketing is this. So normally they have someone inside their team managing all email marketing. Could be the same CMO who's managing ads, Google ads, all of that. And what we've been told to do is to go into sites like reallygoodemails.com and search what other brands are sending, signing up to our competitors' email list, see what they are sending, get ideas and all of that. Now that sounds really good in theory. There's just one problem with that, and it's that the emails that they collect here on Really Good Emails, you don't really know whether these are actually high converting emails or they just look beautiful and that's why they put it here. I think it's more the latter. So this email like look nice, but I think it's just in the way they look, or sometimes they use clever copy, catchy copy, all of that. But you don't really know whether their conversion rate is high. You don't know whether these are actually generating sales or they are just being noise inside subscribers' inboxes. And that is a big problem, because if one brand starts doing this and then the other copies that brand, not knowing that they are copying this type of emails, and then another one does this as well and subscribes to these two brands, but the first brand is copying these emails that they don't know whether they work or not. At the end of the day, the entire industry is sending emails that are not high converting. And in 2025, this is what has already happened. We are hearing this cycle jerk of brands copying other brands who are copying other brands who the first brand's emails are not really good at all. So it's not a really good place to be, in my opinion. And for smaller brands, it is more of a problem because their email lists are tinier. So if they are sending bad emails or emails that are not prone to convert really high, most of their emails are not gonna generate many sales. On the other hand, for big 7, 8 and 9 figure brands, they can get away by sending these types of email because the big numbers let them get away with it. Just because they have a big pool of subscribers to send emails to, it's normal that some of them are gonna bait and generate sales. So what really is happening is this. I have my trusty iPad right now. So we have this, we have our bell curve right here, we have our sales, right? So some emails get a ton of sales, some lower, some higher, right? And because these brands have big enough lists, they feel okay. So some emails do not get many sales, but they know that the next email might generate more sales, if not the one after that. So this is called a local maximum. But what they are not seeing is that there might be a better strategy that allows them to get more sales. This will be the absolute maximum. And what I'm showing you today works for skincare, as I've shown, but also for any other type of e-commerce brand in competitive industries like supplements, health and beauty, fashion, any other type of brand, because we've confirmed this across dozens and dozens of clients. So back to the problem with these emails right here. These typical emails that you see being sent is what I call pillow emails. So it's emails that do not hit really hard. They do minimum damage. So again, they get some sales, not that many. Like an email like this, I appealed only to the bottom percentage of the funnel, those who are already ready to buy, and the only excuse is price. And this is just a small percentage of people. Emails that just say claims and say things, but again, doesn't hit really hard. They are just reiterating as if they were ads. They're not doubling down on any kind of topic, saying things that literally any other brand could say. So they are not really standing out because again, everyone is following the same strategy. So that is called pillow emails. And they have a low conversion rate. At the end of the day, they end up being noise to subscribers. It's not good. Now, instead, let me show you the two strategies that we use to get this skincare brand and many other clients to perform at the top 1% of their competition, meaning their emails are way more effective at capturing those potential pool of buyers, those buyers who are also signed up to all of their competition, but we are the ones to capture them. So the first strategy, it's called conviction building. And in simple terms, it says that if someone is not buying, it's not because of a price issue, but because their trust for the brand and their desire for the products are not high enough. So this is liberating because it gives you a way to convert as many subscribers as possible into buyers. How? You simply have to increase trust and increase desire. Visually, it looks like this. We have the sale right here and we have indecision right here. This is called the conviction threshold. And so to get the sale, we have to stack steps and steps and steps until we cross this. And it's steps of trust plus desire and more trust and more desire until we get the sale. Now, I developed this strategy out of necessity back in 2020 when I was running my own e-commerce brand and I had to rely on email marketing alone to get sales because I got banned from Facebook. So what I did, I sat down and analyzed all the emails that I had sent and saw what the best performers had in common. And without failure, all of them built trust and all of them built desire. So now we've come up with 17 ways to build desire and 7 ways to build trust with email marketing and more. So now let me show you some of these conviction building emails we created for them. Here's one. And the strategy is just doubling down on just one of these 17 ways to build trust and 7 ways to build desire that we found. Now, I don't want you to think that these are just the end all be all of emails. These are just following some of these ways, right? So we have unlimited email types to send if we wanted to. But if you see this, you might recognize that these look more like landing pages, sales pages than ads, and they are performing really well as I just show you. And the reason why is again because they are not the typical noise emails that everyone is sending. Instead, these resonate really deep with readers. Sometimes we even use AI images if we need to have the exact demographic that we're selling to, like in this example. And we also send text-based emails, of course, and they are really big because building trust and building desire is hard in really competitive industries, but it's what's needed. Always come down to this: how can we build desire and how can we build trust? If you follow these guidelines, you have like the guiding rails in bowling, so you cannot screw it up. Do this and your emails will convert better, guaranteed. There's no other way around. This is conviction building, but to get email campaigns to perform at the top 1%, we also need another important part of the strategy, and that is trust acceleration. Again, what normally happens is that at any point of time, a potential customer is going through 2 to 4 or 5 brands searching for one product, searching for that same product. In this case, it's a revitalizing face serum, whatever it be. If it's a supplement brand, they might be shopping for pre-workout supplements or protein or a new winter t-shirt, whatever it is, they are considering other options. They just are. That is how it works nowadays with social media. You click one ad and then Instagram shows you 5 different alternatives for the same thing. So it's super competitive. So that is why conviction building, but also trust acceleration helps you, like the name says, gain the trust as quick as possible. And that is what is required if you want to have sales today and not have to wait 14 days to get the sale. So this is one of our core principles, which is lifetime value shouldn't take a lifetime. The faster you get the sale, the healthier your cash flow, the faster you can scale. It's just that easy. So trust acceleration helps you get sales fast. We used this with a client and we doubled their conversion rate on a welcome flow by doing this. And this translates also into campaigns, which explains how we're able to get to that top 1% of Klaviyo accounts. So trust acceleration is simply aiming to gain the trust as soon as possible. And again, there are plenty of ways to build trust. So we have to pick 2 or 3 at most and double down on those as soon as someone joins our list. So trust acceleration means painting your welcome flow, your cart abandonment flow, and even your post-purchase flows to get repeat purchases with trust. Let me show you an example to drive this home. I already mentioned this really long email, but this is just a campaign. In reality, when someone joins our list, we send an email like this one. Now, this might look very big, and if you're especially new to text-based emails, you might have your questions about whether this works or doesn't. Now, hopefully, after seeing all this video, you know that this helps sales by building trust and desire. And I can even show you a quick sneak peek. But again, I don't want you to think that this is the only type of trust acceleration email or also day one email that we call it. Because truth is that for every brand, it is different. For every brand that we work with, there are different methods of building trust that we have to use depending on their audience and the products that they sell. But nevertheless, let me show you an example. I'm not gonna read it all because this is gonna take us a lot of time, but let's see. Hey, Blair here from the Blair team. Just wanted to reach out and let you know to keep an eye on your inbox. I'm going to be personally sending you some awesome emails throughout the weeks that contain helpful skincare tips, stories, and special discounts. So keep a lookout for any messages from me. Here's a quick introduction to me and how Blair changed my life. We hooked them from the beginning. It all started about 14 months ago. At that time, I've had fine lines and wrinkles on my face for quite a while. At 63 years young, it's expected. It was nothing out of the ordinary. That was until one morning when I woke up, got out of bed, looked at myself in the mirror, and well, it almost seemed like the lines of my face grew deeper overnight. I'm not sure why, but the wrinkles stood out to me more than usual. Am I really getting this old? I thought to myself. I'm not that old yet. But that morning, the lines around my eyes, mouth, and on my forehead told a different story. And as time went on, it just got worse. Believe it or not, I tried to hide it from the world. Avoiding pictures, avoiding any events or gathering with friends, I felt way older than I really was. I know, that's a bit extreme. It's just wrinkles. Yes, that's true, but I couldn't help it. I don't see anything wrong with trying to look your best for as long as you can, and that is exactly what I decided to do. And then it just goes on and on. It's just a story-based email. But this is what's needed in 2025 and beyond to send out and send emails that really get sales at the highest of levels. Send an email like this early on their journey, early when a subscriber joins your list, to build trust and desire as soon as possible, to make them care about you and your brand. This is what's gonna make the biggest difference in your strategy. So this is trust acceleration. And when combined with conviction building, it let us have emails that convert 6 times higher than their competitors and generate twice the revenue per recipient. This is how to win email marketing in 2025 and beyond. It is not about the discount emails and the offers and the noise and all of that. It's about building trust and about building desire, but at a deep level. To create these emails, my team had to dive for hours and hours into this market, into this demographic, so we can think like them and we can send emails that resonate at a deep psychological level with them, because else we get these types of emails. And that is the strategy. Have your emails build trust, build desire, and try to gain that trust as soon as someone joins your list. In your welcome flow, in your cart abandonment flow, in your post-purchase flow, which are usually the top 3 ways that someone receives an email from you for the first time. Try to gain their trust as soon as possible. That is how you win. That is how you have a high-performing email marketing program. This is how you have 40 to 50% of your sales coming through email month after month after month, and without having to give away your margin using discounts, any of that. And if you're new here and watching this in 2025, I'm running the Conviction Games, where from January to December, we are helping, that is my agency, Email Engineers, we're helping 2 brands a month implement the conviction building and trust acceleration strategies so they can dominate their competition. You can go to convictiongames.com and you will see a video that explains exactly how we're going to do it. You will also see how close we are to our goal of helping these 20 to 24 brands together generate $5 million a month using only conviction building emails. So if you're running a skincare brand, a supplement brand, any type of brand in any competitive e-commerce industry, and you need our help implementing this, there's gonna be a link in the description to convictiongames.com. You can go over there and sign up to be the first one to know when a new spot opens up. Or if you want to keep learning other strategies, there's going to be a link to a case study below where I show you how we added $143,000 a month to a brand with 3 secret strategies. The link again is going to be in the description of this video. I'm Matthias Matt Pirelli. Talk soon.